Hello, this is Laura Burstein from Rob Report at the North American International Auto Show in Detroit, and we're here with Karim Habib, the head of design for BMW. Karim, thank you for being here.
My pleasure.
So the most significant reveal that BMW showed at the show this year is the M2. A lot of people have been waiting for it. It's been rumored for a couple years. We first saw pictures of it a few months ago, but this is the first time we've actually been able to see it in the metal. So talk a little bit about the M2 and how important it is to the BMW portfolio.
Well, the M2 is obviously something super important to us, not only because it's the first time we ever do an M2, but as you know, it I think very much represents the soul, the true sort of BMW spirit. It's a compact sports car. It's more than a sporty car, it's a real sports car. And what we did design-wise is to try and sort of take that pure BMW spirit and basically bring it to the surface, bring it to the forefront.
So the 2 Series before the M2 was actually based, you told me a couple of years ago, it was benchmarked against the E46, which was actually a 3 Series. It was kind of inspired by, and I know you also say the spiritual successor was the 2002, which was a very popular version of the new class in the 1970s. So talk a little bit about the design, any design challenges or opportunities that you had in going back to a small car, because as we all know, the 3 Series and the 4 Series has gotten bigger over every generation. So when you were able to go back to the drawing board and do a smaller car, how did that change in your thinking?
I mean, I think you mentioned anyway a lot of cars that are really sort of important to the history of BMW. Even the E46 is a car that still, I think, has a lot of fans. But in the case of this car, the 2002 you mentioned, but even one car you didn't mention is the E30, and particularly the E30 M3. I think even if you look at sort of the way we created the haunches in the rear and the wheel arches in the front here, have a lot to do with the E30. It's a little, let's say, it's more integrated, maybe more sensual in the surfaces. But that spirit was there. And that spirit about the sort of small, compact, muscular BMW is what we try to achieve here. And that's probably one of the bigger differences to a 3 Series or a 4 Series that are obviously, if you talk about M3, M4, also a lot about muscularity. But it's a bit more about sort of, there's mass to that muscularity. Here there's muscularity, but it's a bit more lightweight, it's a bit leaner. That was our intention.